All right, for everybody joining, I am currently playing with Rob. I have to do a little bit of a different setup. I am also going to have a recording going, so I hope that you do enjoy. I may sound different in videos where I stream from this other setup. But yeah.
All right, I'm back.
You are all good, sir. So I was gonna try to just to give you an update. I was gonna try to stream live on the Croco's Corner page as well,
Mm-hmm.
but they told me you gotta wait 24 hours. I guess because I never streamed on it before.
Mm-hmm.
So I just am like, all right, I'm just gonna do a recording that I also could post on that page, but then reference for like more detailed audio to just go look at the Wild Narrow page. So it kind of points them in that direction.
I feel you.
All
All right.
right, thank you guys for tuning in. While Sage and I continue this gameplay, there are a lot of parts where it is actually very quiet. So, what I am going to do is just put our podcast over the video so that way you can just have a little bit more entertainment while we play. I still will have the audio playing from us, but it will be turned down. So, I hope you guys can enjoy this podcast.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, that was
Every day I slept, I made sure that I found a way through a cloud of haze. Every day I wept, found how to live through all them cloudy days. You know the mind's a maze with all its mixtures. It's always hard to get the entire scope of the picture. 1080p, that's you other busters, yeah, obsolete. Can't fuck with me, excuse my French, but I'm not discreet. I wear my heart on my sleeve, but I've learned my lesson. I learned 1996 birth, one of the greatest weapons untold. I'm destined to reach heights thought I could never see before. Rampage my heart and let me not reach the peaks that's entrusted to me. My belief shatter of past actions I grieve, but grievance never really matter. It's how I choose to act differently in the coming battles to overcome my limitations and get out my shadow. But it's hard to wade in this water where it was never shallow. Fuck it, let me get the paddles. Fuck that now, let me get this castle. Fuck that now, let me get this battle.
What it do, everybody? What's good? It's your humble host Sage back up in this thing with my brethren. As always, we got Chef D, aka Nasty Nino. We got T Smooth and Croco, aka Nile, back up in this thing. With another episode 83. That much closer to that big 100. So getting there in style. I don't even know. We're not gonna make it by the end of this year. I don't think so.
No.
Nah,
We'll be at 100 probably by next year.
Next year.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a next year thing.
Thank you very much. But still, multi-year type of endeavor that we've been on so far. So very happy to take this journey with my brethren. As always, how y'all doing?
Just looked a little
Doing good. Bill's playing right now. Hopefully we can walk out with a dub. We here.
Did y'all score? No.
Nah, it's 0-0 right now still. Yeah, other than that, I'll be going to New York Comic Con next week, so looking forward to that. We'll be working with players behind to get some content for them.
I think I need to use this
anyone that's watching this, if you don't like being preyed on by these companies on monetization with loot box or these little booster packs or whatever in these games for pay to win, come join us over at Player Alliance. Just hit us up. We'll send you the Discord. Come through. Help us unionize and fight these companies.
And we have some topics that I actually talk about that as well. They doing this rigmarole again. All right, and it's a flag. We actually got some topics that speaks upon that as well. We also have Absolute Evil. They just came out with the Absolute version of the Justice League. We will talk about that. We'll talk a little bit about Peacemaker. Me and T have been tuned into it.
That's first.
We got Ghost Yote just dropped. We got Microsoft and their gaming news in regards to their Game Pass, EA, and the news about them being bought out by a specific group. And then we have some juicy stuff about Marvel and the machinations behind the scenes about how things could go forward and y'all thoughts. I'm curious about it.
I
Let's get into
a question before we get. What is machinations?
machinations.
Machinations? What does that mean?
What mean?
Reading time.
I'm just like honestly.
A plot or a scheme.
Okay, I just want to make sure because that you out here throwing big words out here for our viewers and whatnot. You never know. Some might get it, some might not. Machination.
It's like what's the root?
They could have spent just as much time as I just did.
Mechanics,
2.5
right?
seconds
or something.
of Google in it.
Dude.
Well, I mean, like this is where remember when we was in school, they was like, use your context clues. This is context clues.
Yeah.
Mechanics. We know the mechanics of something are the inner.
And we fumbled the ball, and they got it. Wait, I think we got it back.
Yo, Patriots defense fire.
They cool. They cool.
Yep, they got the ball. They got the ball at the 11.
One of my friends said we need to take these fucking jerseys off now. Nonetheless, let's get right into it. Absolute. If you haven't been tuned into the Absolute comic universe of DC so far, it's probably some of the best stories that we've seen from DC Comics in quite some time. Another. Okay.
You all right there?
Yeah, you okay? We need to call it that.
Another fumble is
I really
crazy.
want-
That's
they don't
disgusting.
have
I
Yeah,
just said
it's
it.
fine.
I
It's like
just
the
said it was a fumble.
I had
Fast
before.
forward your joint, bro.
I didn't know. It is. This is the live. I'm on the NFL app. This is.
Oh, that's why you.
Absolutely
How
bonkers.
are you behind
I like
YouTube
this.
TV?
They need to get. Yeah, they need to take these
Looks
jerseys
like,
off
yeah, I can hear you.
expeditiously.
I ain't taking mine.
I don't know what's going on.
The game ain't over
You
yet.
take it back. He said I spent too much money on this.
We keep the assault.
All right. Nonetheless, Absolute Justice League has finally come out. If you don't know, please tap into this Absolute universe and please show your support for these authors as well because they're doing their damn. I believe it's Scott Snyder who's at the helm of the Absolute universe, right? Or am I wrong?
Really?
Yeah.
Scott Snyder.
No, not the helm. He's the helm of Batman, I thought.
Batman.
Batman. Oh, Batman specifically. My bad.
Oh,
I don't know
Absolute
Whoever
Batman?
who is the is there a head?
I can't
Like-
remember.
I
don't think there's a
heard
head.
God now.
So wait.
You know, you should've blew
So
up on
absolute
Because
evil.
Ultimates is Hickman.
That's
All right.
pretty.
So I'm just a little bit confused.
But
So,
Al Ewing that does the Green Lantern is also
Yeah.
writing for Absolute Evil. But there's different writers, but I don't know who's at the
Scott
head of it,
Snyder
but I think-
is the head author and architect of DC's
He is?
Absolute Universe. Yeah.
Okay.
but I got a question.
Now, T, what was you saying? Yeah.
Absolute
way
evil.
one of
So
us can
does
kinda
this
go
like
forward.
still follow the same story? Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, or is this a whole nother story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
So-
the same thing.
No,
It's like
a-
the
it follows
Justice
the,
League.
Oh,
storyline.
there's somebody behind me.
So wait, the Justice League is evil?
You
No,
have to
So
but
watch,
it's
you
like
have to
the
read it.
Thunderbolts-
You gotta read it. You have to read it.
Oh, he didn't read it?
You know how?
No, he has not
that's
read
what
it.
I'm asking. Like the thing is,
Yeah.
I'm going to read it.
Jeez.
I'm just trying to find out because I know Batman is good in his storyline.
But
Yeah.
this is a universe created by Darkseid, so everything isn't going to be like. It's like Batman
It's
is
just
like
not the
for,
same. They
Alright, so
still,
charge
yeah.
bolt gun,
like Batman is for like
love
vengeance and like
but it
justice, but
does-
in this one he
Got
represents
you.
like
I
chaos.
just need
So
a
it's
Okay.
like
that is like
it's a lot, but once you read Absolute Evil, you'll get an
but it
idea
does
of
do
like
good enough damage
how it's
for
going.
now.
But dang, we can't do no
It's just
spoilers
like a
now.
charge
We
bolt
can't do
pistol
spoilers.
where-
Oh
I
my
wasn't even
god!
planning on doing it because you got to read a whole plethora of comics in order to get
Yeah, you gotta read a
understand
lot,
who's
buddy.
who.
T, what did you
Yeah,
read so
no, I
far?
was just saying, I
I've
don't
read
like
maybe.
it, so
I'm behind. I'm
waiting
not gonna
until
lie.
I can get like either
I
another
read
blue
maybe
or
just the
purple
first two chapters of
pistol.
Absolute Batman, but I plan like this week I'm about to lock in and catch up on all that.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I
literally
think they're
read-
all
So
good.
the
though.
Absolute Batman finished or the issue still going?
It's
No,
still
it's
going.
still like all of
Everything
it is still going.
So So pretty much just try and read everything up to what's
You
the
don't
latest
even
chapter?
necessarily have to read all of it, but if you get a good little ways, because it's only like it's not more than 15 chapters for any of the Absolute comics,
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
and I can send you the order the issues came out in. Well, where you can get them and everything. So
Okay, that'll work. Cause then I'll download them, put them on my tablet, and just read them as quickly as possible.
yeah,
That's what I
because that
did.
Absolute Evil is kind of
Yep.
well,
It's
Absolute Batman. The
bonkers.
last 3 issues I would say are crazy.
Mm.
Once you get to Absolute Evil, you're like, okay, like now I see how they pulling the strings. I see who's doing what. You see
Yeah.
you seeing how they got their eyes on all these
That
different
was
things as
terrible,
well.
bro.
So
See, that's why
it's
I don't
pretty
like that
good
he
though.
throw this whole.
I heard that they
It was
introduced
terrible.
Joker in Absolute Batman, and he is on a whole nother
Yes.
level.
That nigga, they talk about him in Absolute Evil. I don't think this is spoilers. We obviously know these characters are in these comics, so it was only a matter of time. They talk about him, but his presence, you can tell.
Mhm.
Like, he's menacing in the regular DC universe, but it's something eerie about this nigga. He don't talk much. If you're familiar with the Absolute Batman, this Joker does not talk much. He's not with the hearty har laughs or any of that shit. And
More of them.
how he's able to command a room is just it's crazy. I ain't gonna he got mad aura. He had niggas shut the fuck up. Like don't joke with this
So-
nigga.
Fact.
Yeah. What I have they had a issue come out from Batman that has been dedicated to the Joker? Because if that is the case, I have not read that.
I don't
yet.
believe
Just
so.
the I think the first couple issues mention that like when Joker was like get Bane, it mentions like he's got the money, he's done the training. So basically he's got Batman's original origin where he's the one with the money, the one with the resources, and the one with like all this training going on. But it's like seeing the thing for the Ultimate Universe, they call him Joker because he doesn't think anything is funny. Like he's always business. So they're like, oh, it's the Joker over here because he never laughs. So that's like Rob said, like he's commanding the room. It's like there's small little jazz people are like paying attention to, and he's like, oh, I take things like very seriously. And that shit is that's just gonna be crazy.
What I really like about how they did the Joker is I don't know if you guys have ever read. I highly recommend it if
The
you
Three
haven't.
Jokers.
But if you ever read White Knight by Sean Murphy.
Mm.
That's one of
It's
the
a
things I have to tap
Batman
into.
series. Yeah, it's one where essentially the Joker. The reason why I say it reminds me of it is because the Joker in that is normal. He doesn't have the Joker serum anymore. That's essentially the plot line of the story. And what's really cool about that story is the Joker is just as influential as he is when he has the Joker toxin serum as he does when he doesn't, without saying much more. This one kind of took what feels like that normalized aesthetic of the Joker and the White Knight, and to Dee's point, he got the money of Bruce Wayne. And on top of that, we know that there's some form of like
what got me?
chemical influence. We just aren't sure exactly how it plays out because it doesn't play out like the traditional Joker serum, where this is something where clearly he's faced with it all the time, right? It's different. And it's like that's the part that's I'm really curious. Everything that they've done with the Absolute Universe has been like I'm ready to see content at this point. I know I'm being presumptuous.
We get his origin story, I think, in issue 15 for Batman. They were saying.
Oh wow!
Like
when are we on now?
For right now, I'm gonna get this release date.
12 or 13, I believe, right?
Is it really that far ahead? I mean, I caught up, but I didn't
Because
realize
they said
it was
Wonder
that far
Woman's supposed to
along.
pop up too in one of the issues
in December. Yep.
Yeah.
She's gonna be in Gotham first.
Supposedly,
Which is crazy.
The main DC universe and the Prime universe, I believe, actually got a glimpse of Absolute Superman.
Not too much.
Yeah, from
like large.
My bad. I was gonna say because that's why I was wondering when we saw Darkseid in the Martian Manhunter issue, where he was like Martian Manhunter was like you see like the creator of the universe,
But it
and it's
is
Darkseid.
like
But that's the thing, like reading that other comic when
that they
Darkseid
kind
got
of
the
put.
Spectre and he had all that power, and then created a universe to like battle against the Justice League. And now they're seeing that he's creating
Things
this
that they kind of put as like checkpoints is the part
created
that
this
just makes it
universe.
long.
That's
But
that crossover is going to be
honestly,
crazy.
like,
They said
I
that's
think,
really
like,
what
the
the
last
Absolute
game
Universe
that I
is for.
played
It's really going to be
that
like
wasn't like
a Darkseid
Marvel
army.
Rivals was
Because damn, I can't really spoil shit because Teen read nothing.
Yo, my thing is, you can spoil it. I'm still gonna go sit down and read it. It doesn't matter.
Figure out ways to be able to talk about some of the stuff. I think.
Well, Joker was
Some
like
things
alluded
may
to
be
something like
spoiled,
that
some
too, about like
that didn't go anywhere.
the Omega particle that they found, and like understanding like what's going on, and then so Joker and then Martian Manhunter, because this Martian Manhunter can't say where he's from. He's telling John's like, I'm from so far away. The only word that would make sense for you would be Martian because it means alien. So I was like, with Martian Manhunter, it seems like it could be like a remnant from him in the main DC timeline that's like probably connected to Darkseid somehow. I don't know. But that's what this whole thing is about. It's really like a universe where Darkseid is like getting the army together to battle the other Justice League that's battling against him.
Hunter. But
out of the
question, it's not because of the actual fights themselves, like it is on
I was gonna ask, out of these Absolute comics, which one outside of the Superman's, Batman's, probably even the Wonder Woman, I call those like the Holy Trinity of DC. I guess you could say. Some people would mix out Wonder Woman with Flash, so on and so forth. Which ones do y'all think really stand out to y'all story wise? I haven't really been able to.
D said it already. Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern
is that a black lady? That's the Green Lantern.
Nigga.
I got the little one.
They have but like
I heard they just talked about the Red Lanterns, didn't they?
Yes, they did. What makes it so dope is they flip the constructs and the meanings of them on their head, which is like, it don't seem like it'd be the craziest thing, but like if just knowing like the traditional universe is like,
that's why I don't like
Green Lantern is willpower, the Red Lantern is like rage, the Yellow Lantern is, what is it, like envy?
Fear.
Fear. Thank you. Because right, it's parallax too, part of that. Then they got the whole spectrum. And it's just like, yo, like as long as I've been alive, I always looked at the Green Lantern as being like this system where it's like green willpower, red rage, yellow fear, blue hope or something.
Yeah, is it a blue
pink love? Like you
purple?
It's conditioned. And then they came along with this and the setup for it. Yo, like that's what I'm saying. Some of this stuff, bro, they gotta start making this into like a movie. I know I'm being presumptuous, but like because the way that it start is it's kind of like like that. Like when you think about how we get introduced to Hal Jordan's Green Lantern, like the traditional story of it, it's an alien like invasion in a way, like a crash. Like that crash landing is like, it's not an invasion in the way of like there's a whole bunch of different aliens coming along the way, but like it's this one ship crash landing, and you know it
does have good damage,
whole story with that, with the the pilot dying and Hal Jordan finding him, and then he ends up giving him his ring because he has great willpower. They took even that aspect of it and made it into this thing where like it almost feels like a World at War. Remember those alien movies that came out? They had like the book on it. It almost kind of gives a feel like that. Like there's this unexplainable alien event. The alien comes down here and is not really explaining anything. It's a little bit of a spoiler, but it's just the very first issue that I'm really spoiling. The alien comes on Earth. It's confusion. It's like realistic. It's genuinely it's the most realistic I've ever seen with the Green Lantern mythos. Like when I was younger and I saw Hal Jordan going up to the alien and etc., I always thought that was weird. Like you telling me you just know, like you just cooling with this idea of this alien that crash landed. Like, this is a way bigger deal than you making it, but for the sake of the regular Hell Jordan narrative, they just kind of glossed over that point. And this one, it's not really glossing over any of that. Like, it's what is going on, and for the large part of it, none of them know what's going on, and all of this like tragedy is happening, and you watch how different people kind of react to everything, and the way that plays into, again, we got to remember the rings is all about like feelings and emotions and different things that you experience. So as they react into this, it plays a larger part into exactly how this whole spectrum in the dark in this absolute universe, this dark side led absolute universe actually plays out. I really do. If Sage, if you haven't read it as well, I really don't. I want you to just read it. I don't want to go any further than that. I feel like I've already even said possibly too much. But it's amazing. Like that one in Martian Manhunter, it's a very intellectual read too, which I appreciate. Like, you really challenge reading those two.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say the same thing with the Green Lantern. It is a different take on like the emotional spectrum, because it's not emotional. It's more like different levels of enlightenment or understanding. So it's like you have green, you have red, you have gold, which is in yellow, and then you have like the black hands. And what's crazy is like each character that we know in the DC main universe is on a different plane of like understanding or existence for like for the Lantern Corps or whatever. So it's definitely a good read, but I would say Flash is okay. It's decent because he's still trying to figure out how to use his power, because it's not like there is no Speed Force. So it's kind of like I don't want to spoil too much, but it's like it's very different. But like now I was saying, Martian Manhunter, once the fighting starts, because at first he's not really like he's not shape shifting at all or anything. It's just a Martian that's in his head, or it's like manifest himself where he can see it and he can like read people's minds and understand, okay, this person is mad. Like, oh, this dude is mad because his parents got divorced 2 years ago and then his wife just passed away. Like it goes into all these different things. But then once the Martian starts fighting, he's like, they fight in like in metaphors. And the way they fight is just so different. Like that fight was crazy with the villains. I can't spoil it too much, but there's like the use of superpowers they use for telepathy and like going in people's minds and like jumping into the future is very crazy. And then once John is like, okay, Martian, like, I trust you, like, you like take over or whatever, that's when shit start getting real for real. So I would say Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter is like neck and neck for me. They like right under Absolute Batman for real.
What do you think?
And the wild part is, not, I really don't think it's. And that's exactly what I was just about to go into. Batman. Look, the Batman story is always one where there's been decades of people. Like, if we go all the way back to like Alan Moore and wow, who was it? Frank Miller. We go back to like those eras of Batman. Like, Batman has about 50 years of just like really good narrative to where I feel like it's easier to just make the story with that specific character really good, and it is really good, but it's really hard to like say if there's any one Batman is the only one where it's like it sticks out a little bit further than the rest. But Wonder Woman is good. This Wonder Woman take is different.
Yeah,
like bro, it is. Yo, like, they flipped Wonder Woman. They flipped everybody. Like, it's so well too, because like it's hard. Like, when you flip them, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I know this is a side story, right? Like, to give you an example, when we got the story of Superman Prime, which is for the most part one of the more beloved versions of Superman. Like, a lot of people I've seen throughout the years, even back when we were kids, a lot of people like the whole Superman Prime story, and I get why. but I was always able to identify this as being like like a side story, a other character. The way that the Ultimate Universe is set up, it's like, yes, I know it's a different universe, but it's more of a retelling than it is a different, like a whole different character or a whole different setup. Like Superman, again, going back to Superman Prime. Superman Prime is the lone superhero in his universe. That's very different from the world that Superman is in the modern age Superman that we know of. That's very different, very, very, very different. That's not the same story. It's not the same feel. With this, again, it's not, let's make a completely different story with the same character, even though it is. It's more like, let's just retell this with like different change, like different things that's kind of adjust, not even changed, adjusted. It's like everything is an adjusting. How Batman's whole situation with his parents went, adjusted. It's like, did they change it? Yes, but it's not really the change that you so much more focused on. It's how does the adjustment play in his life? With Superman, they don't change the fact that he lands in Kansas. They keep that completely the same, but they retell exactly what the story was like with Krypton, with Wonder Woman. They don't take her away from what is it, Themyscira? That's the place that she's from, right? Yeah, they don't take her away from Themyscira, quote unquote, because I don't want to spoil it. But they retell exactly what the Themyscirian setup and story is. I like, that's the part that's so attractive to me about this absolute universe. It makes it so hard for me to say, is there any one better than the other? I don't know.
Yeah, it's basically it really is off what you prefer to read. Each one, like you said, like Martian Manhunter is more intellectual. Flash is like a thriller. Superman is really like that alien coming to Earth story, finding some shit out. Batman is like Sherlock Holmes on steroids. And,
yeah.
And then Green Lantern is really like, it don't even feel like the Green Lantern from the comics. Only thing that is the same is like the symbol. So you getting all different types of retellings, and it's like for example, like Batman T, you know how he's a billionaire, playboy, whatever. It's like this Batman is a civil engineer, so his suit is something that he built himself. So it's like, and he knows the city. It just makes this universe just makes sense as to why shit goes the way it does.
What she just
because you can't say Batman was gone for a certain amount of years and trained under here, and now he knows everything going on in Gotham because he got money. It's like, that seems like a cop out. But if you're saying this nigga worked as an engineer for 10 years, or not 10 years, he worked as an engineer, he worked in, as an electrician, he worked this and this. Now you understand why his suit looks like that. You understand why he moves the way he does, why he's so big. And it's like, damn, like, pause, yeah, facts.
And then like with Superman, because you just made me think of something else. The idea of him crash landing, original story, the idea of him crash landing in Kansas on a farm, it's always been one of them things where it's like, okay, I'm like, I don't want to be offensive when I say this. You would think the people who would receive Superman in these circumstances would not know how to process this setup. They wouldn't necessarily handle it as cautiously as they had in this comic book.
Exactly.
But the way that they do it in this one is like, they make that whole story, they make that whole portion of Superman's story make 50 times more sense. It's that groundedness in each one. Each one has that level of just nature behind it that works so well. Like, like every single one of them, like, I could believe this. It's not like something where you just kind of gotta go or like how in movies we'll say like, oh, they have to allow a level of comedic relief. You don't. It's not like you have to allow a lot of comic relief. if we were to change the wordplay a little bit
There
here.
you go.
You don't you could really just rock with the narrative as it is and go, yeah, I could actually see that. Like if this were to happen and
Alright,
we
here we
wanted to
go.
get this closer to almost what it would feel like in more real world circumstances, yeah, this does it a lot better
Put
than
right down.
oh yeah,
Right
he
next to
trained,
me.
he went away and trained for all of these and came back, or this alien crash landed in the case of Green Lantern and Superman. This alien crash landed out of a rocket ship. And everything is just copacetic. Like, nah, this is not that. This
Yeah.
is like, no, we gonna give answers to these things that used to have that comic
Oh, that
relief.
was her.
Now it
I promise you that
now
was
it's
so
explained.
dead.
And I don't. It's just really like I love it. I need to see something from this. It's kind of like
you
when like
finish?
for me, it's like anime.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you read Absolute Green Lantern, the newest one?
I am not getting away
Yes.
from this fast.
That with the
Nigga.
Red Lantern, because I know T had brought up the whole thing with the Red Lanterns. Yeah, because that's where we got that, right? It's no newer one that came out since then, right?
No,
That
yes.
just came out.
And you see, yeah, because you get the Black
Yeah.
Lantern. Well, not Black Lantern, but
Mhm.
you see who popped up at the end, though,
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
no, the little
Yep.
grunt.
So yeah, so I feel like and that was on. That felt like some Invincible shit too.
Well, dang.
Yes. Yes.
That was
it did.
that one didn't feel like no DC. It was like, oh, like this is the type of shit that's gonna get bloody.
Yeah, this is
So
gonna
I'm
be
really-
bad.
Yeah, I'm
put
really
the
trying to
gun out
figure. I
real
think
quick.
Green Lantern gonna end up being one of the most powerful besides Superman. But
All right, back
I really
to
am
the-
intrigued to see more of the Martian Manhunter side, just to
Oh, I
see
have
what
no more
that is
bullets
gonna
left.
play out as.
And knowing and does it because you know how like before it was like Martian Manhunter is as strong or could even be in some cases stronger than Superman. It's just he got this whole thing with fire, and that's kind of like his kryptonite, but it's a lot more accessible than a diamond
Hold
stone.
on.
So
Oh, I see
Superman
one. I
always
see one. I
should
got it.
come out on top, especially given that one of his powers is he can make fire from his eyes.
Yeah,
He should win.
there it is.
With this one, it's like,
Wow.
is the physical side of Green Lantern gonna be so? Because when you're reading Absolute Superman,
Get some more
and
bullets
it's like
really
he's
quickly,
going through
hurry
all of these
up.
things. Yo, D,
Thank
also the
you.
Fortress of Solitude. Oh my, yo,
Oh
did y'all
yeah,
like? Did
yeah.
Sage? You've been up to date with
Oh,
the Absolute Superman?
where's
Not
Grunt
the
at?
past.
Oh
comic,
my.
you know.
That shit was
D,
crazy.
That would
All right.
like. I sat there. I said, yo, I knew the name.
Oh, get out of there.
I never
Get
thought
outta
about
there.
it like this. This is
Yeah.
so much. It's so stupid, but it's
Oh, get
also
outta
so
there.
like fire because it actually lines up
Oh, get out of
with
there.
what it's called. It's like,
Then
bruh.
they got a grunt that
But
appeared
anyways,
right
the
next-
way that they show
Oh, get out of there.
Superman and Absolute Superman,
There we
it's
go.
like this, yo,
Now I
like
can
he
shoot 'em.
really got, like he
Man,
cracked.
that's a
That's what it
jump
felt like.
jump.
He's like he's really powerful. And it's like, are we gonna get the physical side with the Martian and Manhunter? Are we gonna get that
Ah.
testament of how physically strong he is?
No.
Or is
Alright,
it something
Grunt,
where they just
since you
gonna
right here,
really exaggerate
you gonna get
the
me
level of strength
revived.
behind his telepathy? Because I feel like if they the way that it's been set up so
Yeah,
far,
keep
if they
coming to
did
me.
go in the way of just we're gonna really
Yeah, it's immune
maximize the
again.
idea of his telepathy, I
Alright, it's
almost
the
would think that'd be
canister, right?
more
Okay.
I just hit him.
interesting to see
Yeah.
play out than if they actually
Perfect.
if they have him go with like feats of
Yeah,
strength.
nah, you getting the whole clip and another one.
It's really
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
They should make it animated. They should start coming out with the animated
I need
versions
another
of
I
these
clip.
wish
things.
that they would. Dude,
Bro,
DC
and
would
like
make
the
it.
movie version would be OD. Like if it wasn't
Why?
animated,
Nigga, especially who they fucking teased
Bruh.
at
Oh,
the
here we
end
go.
of
There's
Absolute
gotta be a blue
Evil.
pistol here.
I'm not gonna lie, this is not to get political. I just think
Ooh,
that this
no,
is
but
what
they
they're
got
gonna
a
do.
shotgun.
I think that nigga that they
Okay,
showed at the end of
hold on.
Absolute Evil, I think he's going the
do
white
that.
nationalist route. It's no reason why that nigga had that fit on, cause that's not how we're used to seeing this nigga.
But we also
But
don't know
at the
how
same
his
time, it's a,
backstory is different.
Drop this.
I was gonna say it's more like he got a Pa Kent vibe too, though. Like he got a farm boy type of
but
look.
we know this
Okay.
nigga based off of who contacted him. We know this nigga's evil,
Shotgun.
so he
And
can't
yeah,
have a
and Batman
podcast.
fights white nationalists too, though, in the next comic.
Don't care
Yeah.
about that assault.
He
rifle.
do?
It's going to become the question
now I
of
could just
how, though.
swap the
Like,
pistol
how is he evil?
with the shotgun.
Because I think he's going to
It's-
be,
That's what I'm hoping.
not to get too political, but we see the Elon Musk
no,
of the
you
world. Let's
can't.
just flip that on his head.
Oh yeah.
Let's
can't
imagine
believe.
Lex Luthor is the person
There we
that's
go.
at the helm of these type of things. But all of these things that he has created for
See,
the
at least
world,
it's
he's
something
using
different, and
in the
that'll
back
help
end
me
to
look
try and
closer.
push his
I live
agenda,
with that.
just like what
I
Elon
got
Musk is doing, just
assault
like what
rifle.
Mark
So, like,
Zuckerberg,
movie-
all of these people.
So, like, the new movie
Like,
Joker just replaced the monkeys with real people.
That's the way to go.
Wait, say that
What?
again?
Okay, Frieza.
Yeah, like, so, like, the
Lex Luthor?
Lex Luthor we just got in the movie, in the
Over
most
here,
recent
too.
Superman movie,
Yeah.
just replaced the
Mhm.
monkeys with real people.
I imagine
What do you mean,
it's outdated for
What do you mean,
you.
like, yeah.
Like, it's one of those things where, you know how the monkeys were saying, like, all of these,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
they
so
were
reward
like
you for
targeting
playing
Superman
bad.
in all of these ways, but
Yeah.
it was because Lex Luthor was forcing them
Good to
to.
know.
Instead of forcing the monkeys to, it's real people,
He wouldn't even need real
and
people.
he formulated. So how? Okay, so
believe
how?
it.
What would
Because
he be using?
the same way, again, not to get too political, Elon Musk uses bots. The majority of the traffic that's on Twitter right now is from bots.
It's an amazing
As long
shotgun.
as he programs the bot
That's
specifically
not a shotgun.
to reflect a certain sentiment,
Where the shotgun?
such
Oh,
as
that's a
white
shotgun.
nationalism, it's going to be proliferated throughout the entire database. He could be technically doing the same type of things just based off of the fit. He had like a country vibe OD. I'm not trying to be stereotypical, but we tend to see folks that's out in the rural areas that tend to skew a little bit more on the racist side, probably, or ignorant side, probably just because they're not familiar with people of different races out in those areas. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like he probably has like a silo where all his laboratory is, and that nigga goes crazy, and that motherfucker probably got his mech suit in there, all of this other stuff. He has all of these other ventures that brings him the capital, and he uses that to
This ain't
basically
better,
flush
right?
his
Oh
money
my,
to
no.
do his biddings on the
I do need
side,
another
influence
health kit, though. I need
politicians to
something.
skew a certain way so that he can make more money, get more
What is the
influence,
dead symbol?
so on and so forth type of thing.
I see where you're going with it, but it's like he looked the same way Superman's adoptive parents looked though too. Like, and they're not that way, but I mean he is, evil, but it's like this iteration of him, we don't
He
know
probably-
how
or something?
he's evil either though.
The difference
know.
though, Pa Kent and Ma Kent, they came like from the same like normal background for people that live in those areas. You catch my drift in terms of
We
financially,
don't, but
especially.
that's the thing. We already seen one billionaire lose all of their wealth in this world and had to be a civil engineer. Who's to say that it's not the same circumstances
At the sa-
for this?
If he
person?
didn't have that money, them niggas wouldn't have even contacted him. If they needed, especially for the problems that they're about to face right now, they need
need
somebody.
that.
That's
I
what
need
with
that.
capital.
My little
that's what I'm
ride.
thinking. But maybe here's my thing is,
Do you get parts for that?
what if
Or,
it
like,
weren't
is it, how do you do that?
necessarily? Nah, you're right. Cause I mean, to sit at that table,
You have to
Right.
to
have
sit at
some
that
type
table,
of-
and for
that could
the
be more
character
content.
behind Ra's al Ghul to say there's one person missing, and he
I thought
heard
Brainiac said that.
everything. Yeah, no, I didn't. I was trying not to spoil it, so I said
Oh,
the guy
shit, my
behind
bad.
Ra's al Ghul. It's okay. It's all right. I already did it once. I already did it once, trying to keep up with the mental jumping jacks. T said it's okay. It don't matter. But anyways, yeah, Brainiac, he heard everything that happened in that meeting, right? And after
Yeah.
that meeting, he said, "There's one person missing." He evaluated everyone. He said, "This person can keep this person in check. This person can
This guy
keep
is
this
low-key
person in
evil. I don't
check."
feel like we've seen
And
him
then when
once,
he got
but he might
to
be evil.
still somebody who's a major question mark, but Joker in it all,
He's
he
sick as
said,
shit,
"I
a
know who
giant
would be the
dog,
best person to bring
Something
in,
else.
almost as
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
that little
counterbalance to the Joker."
First dude that
And
flew
it's
in
this
the
guy. And it's weird though. It's weird though.
Joker's
because-
tone
Something
is
has to
so
be different.
serious too. Like
right.
And it's all been like
his tone is serious, his demeanor, and then it's like with Lex Luthor. When you saw Lex Luthor, his banter with his wife before the phone rang, it was like
6 hours at this level.
this is just a country dude, and you're like, okay, who is this? Like that's the thing. We didn't even know who it was till he said his name at the end. So it's like this don't even seem like the Lex we know. Who is this nice dude with this woman that's like chilling, that's just vibing right now. So now if Brainiac's like, yeah, y'all missing this piece, it's like, is he like a, because Ra's al Ghul is not like no fatherly type of figure. So is Lex a more warm feeling type of dude, like where Joker is more of a stop joking around, I need to get this shit done. Lex is like, okay, there might be some time to like, hey, let's relax. Or he's probably somebody that's not afraid of the Joker.
And see, I was gonna say a religious aspect, but did the Joker in his monologue not give off that he kind of has that like religious kind of
that Omega particles? Yeah, when they found that Omega particle, so he's like a more divine thing, and that's why it looked like when he was talking. That's what really I was like, yeah, this shit is gonna get crazy because his eyes started getting all wide, and his like he was like adjusting his collar. I was like, okay, but Rob got an interesting point. Like, what kind of Lex are we getting? But from that dialogue, it seemed like he was way too nice. So it's like now we got to figure out what kind of evil, or what evil is. How is he evil enough to even be thought of to be in that role?
Right. That's the only.
And everything is off the board. Like again, you can't assume he a billionaire.
And we can't assume. Well, we have to assume he has resources. So let's say he has access to certain resources, but we can't forget, this ain't evil in a sense. This is their Justice League. So how are they going to be justice and be the first on the scene and share these resources with each other? Like they have their Hall of Justice or their watchtower, so to speak. So it's like we looking at it as absolute evil, but that was a Thunderbolts type of title change. It's Absolute Justice League. So we got Lex, Joker, Ra's al Ghul, Thawne, Hector Hammond. They're in the belief that they're bringing justice to the world by keeping things in check. So it's like,
wait, where the bunker at?
Are we to say he's actually evil, or is he a man of justice and honor? Kind of like Rob was saying, like how you have like some of these white nationalists that think, you know, put America first is our way or the highway type of shit.
And it's just another form of the whole justice, the justice of the world, where it's hypocritical in its acts and ways, but it preaches itself as being justice.
Yeah.
And it's just, dude, him on a farm is so different. It's so different. I'm not used to that. Like the idea of Lex Luthor being on a farm. It's just.
But even Brainiac's origin was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not, I'm not used to that.
Yeah. He wasn't even like, I was like, this don't even seem like no smart Brainiac. And you're like, okay, he likes to play dumb too. So it's a lot of shit going on with that. But
so what do we use?
Yeah, this is gonna be wild.
This is a roller coaster. This is by far. Yeah, like bro, like the closest thing I can say that the last time I had this sentiment was probably AXE.
Go back up.
Where it just felt like this is going in crazy. I don't know
what this
is. Avengers X and
Eternals.
Okay.
Which was by Hickman. And I guess you could kind of count the whole Krakoa arc, but that just went by the wayside a little bit at the end of that. I don't know whether they just started that and didn't have a game plan, but that's what it felt like when you got to the end of that. But the AXE part, which was again like our introduction into all of that. Bro, that's the last time that a comic genuinely made me feel like that outside. Like since then it's been this. And you just know this about to be messy. This is about to be a messy conclusion. I don't know how. If they supposed to be meeting the original
where do we go now?
universe, like counterparts and whatnot, even Batman, who is serious and like put together and supposed to have a plan for everything, I don't think he can see his counterpart who is facing the Incredible Hulk Bane, who is facing a Killer Croc that looked like Godzilla's baby.
Facts.
Like, I don't know. And mind you, it's still supposed to be Bruce Wayne. So it's like all that. Oh, I planned ahead of time and all of that. Nah, bruh. Bane in this universe do it as much as the Batman in the original universe, let alone Joker. We didn't even get to see how deep this whole thing go with Joker. If Batman in this universe overcome his adversaries, what is the regular Batman to him? Don't get me started with Superman. If this Superman is supposed to be stronger than Superman Prime,
I can't get past you.
than regular Superman, if that's potentially what we get in, which is something that's been heavily hinted at, could possibly be the case, given both of their roles in the Superman story and as it ties into the absolute universe. Because I know in Superman, I'm not sure what other comics are giving us a kind of a introduction into both the familiarities between both universes.
All right.
But I know in Superman they are. Superman can't handle Superman Prime. If this Superman is stronger than Superman Prime, he ain't nothing he gonna be able to do about him.
Yeah.
Not a single thing. Then Wonder Woman, bruh, she got Medusa's head on her shoulders and can turn come on, bruh. And she got a whole arm dedicated to the darkness. Then Green Lantern, we ain't even talking about the same constructs or emotional center pieces that you get in the traditional story. You ain't even messing with the same thing in that regard. So what are they about to be able? What is that supposed to be like? And that's why my conclusion is, I think that the forces that Darkseid have are not gonna be the regular Justice League. I think some of them will be Justice League members, but I think that some of the people that we've seen,
we got a cutscene.
These absolute stories behind are gonna end up teaming up with the regular heroes. There's no way possible I see the regular DC universe being able to beat their counterparts in this case. They got to be teaming up with them.
Mm-hmm.
They have to.
Yeah.
I think they've been hinting towards that crossover event, but nonetheless, if y'all haven't tapped into this absolute universe, we all need you to tap into it, as well as the Ultimate Comics universe from Marvel as well. Both of them are on some heaters right now. We could talk real quick about Peacemaker. I don't want to go too far into it. Season 2 so far, I believe it has one more episode left, and then we're done with season 2. But honestly, as somebody who doesn't look too good for doesn't think highly of James Gunn projects like that, I think it's a pretty good story. I'm not gonna lie. Like, great acting, great CGI, great story pieces, invigorating ideas to use from the DC comics. A lot of what I guess Marvel fans have an issue with, James Gunn isn't afraid to use those comic book storylines, but also give them new twists to it, which is, I guess, what a lot of Marvel fans have been missing. But yeah, T, I believe you're the only other one that's watched Peacemaker, right? What's your thoughts so far?
So far, this season's fire. I like the way they spun it to include the new Superman storyline into this with the what's that thing called? The Pocket Universe.
Check on Rush. Rush is
that
right
has
here.
been a flowing plot in this show, with it creating its own side story out of this, where it's not really pertaining too much into Superman, but it still has its little sprinkles of it in there. Especially when you see him go into the Pocket Universe finds himself and has like his own
talked to him.
story.
Wait,
checked
no.
it
So
off.
wait,
This is episode 1. I'm pretty sure they've seen episode 1.
Yeah, I was
I'm
just
leaving
about to
at
say
that.
I saw
Oh, you seen
I'm not
episode.
going deep into
I saw
it.
episode 1, and he ain't.
I'm not.
This is good.
Yeah, I'm not getting too far. So because everybody's seen him step into that pocket universe, and so it's like the way they developed a story out of just this moment to make it a full series. You see the struggle that Peacemaker goes through, but when he goes to this other place, he has another story for himself there, and it's kind of cool how they try to include all that. And
wait, what is this rest
how
skills? Do I need
they try to bring in the words of SpongeBob, bring it around town back to where.
Oh no, I didn't.
It fits perfectly in
I got mad
the DC
points, so
EU. That I'm kind of looking forward. Like I've been reading that the way this one might end, it will be the end of Peacemaker, but he will still be in the DCEU. But I strongly hope they don't, because I actually want to see John Cena like run this for at least 2 more seasons.
There we go.
Like let this be like that side story in between these DC movies where it's still
The popularity is there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like it. Like I said, it's not my cup of tea, but I will still. I think I should at least. Still,
I think he's gonna.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised that you don't like it now, because don't you like The Boys?
I do, but it's the thing with The Boys is it's easier for me to be invested in the characters in The Boys than it has been for me to get invested in the characters for Peacemaker. They like that's why I'm not like that's why I'm very similar to D, at least in regards to like wanting the serious, because I just feel like it's easier for me personally, it's easier for me to get into like the background and not even background, just the interest in the character when they are more serious as opposed to humorous. Now, that's not to say that just like oftentimes when the humor is there to the level that they are in like James Gunn projects, what he is really good at doing is not letting the humor be an excuse to not develop a character. That's where I really appreciate how he does his stories. It's not that it's not there. It's just harder for me to pay attention to it when there's so much humor interjected.
I gotta get a golden key. All right, where are you at?
I can say this from Peacemaker. My favorite character right now is Adrian. Everything this man has done this whole season, I never really figured him to be comic relief.
Hell no!
But they did a good job with the comic relief for him.
Where you just
not that last episode.
Yes, that last episode. That joke was hilarious.
that last episode.
What you like? You like spiders too?
Oh, you got
you like jellyfish? Oh,
that last episode is crazy. But I guess I do think he kind of failed on trying to convey one of the points where I don't want to get into spoiler territory because it is the second to last episode. It's a decision. Some shit is going on, and there's a certain character that comes off and says, I could do the best I can within my life, but I don't necessarily care about the other shit. I don't necessarily agree with the other shit that's going on around me, type of thing. And I guess James wanted to kind of convey like a sort of a sentiment to humans, would be like, we can do the best we can with the things that we can control, type of thing, and hopefully that changes.
I really wonder what that little death symbol
feel like he could have did that a little bit better. Like, cause this character isn't no slouch. He's not no bitch ass nigga.
Oh, whoa.
Like, he could still make even a minute amount of change. And I feel like it was just a cop out. But other than that, I feel like
I don't know.
It's been pretty good so far.
What's that green?
What is that
name?
symbol?
The Judo Master.
What is that?
He started like I didn't like
Is
him.
it just like where we died?
Season 2, he grew on to me.
Judo Master pretty
Why
good.
does he
Yeah.
grow on that?
All I
Judo
gotta
Master
say is
came
one
through.
thing. I've watched the what's supposed to come for the final episode, and there's one line that was said, and it's not really going to mess up the storyline. One character says, "I am the angel of death." I'm not gonna go further with the rest of the dialogue, but it really solidifies like how this person is within the DCEU with everything that goes on. And it's like he can't help it. It just things just happen. Things just happen. So I'm looking forward to see how. Go ahead.
What do you rate it so far?
Oh,
Good grade.
9
Out
out
of
of
10.
10. 9.
9 out of 10.
There we
Yep.
go.
I'll say yeah, 8.5 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie. This season surprised me a lot.
All right, I'm gonna keep watching.
Surprised me a lot. It's just so crazy. You gonna like it. You
I'ma
gotta
say this.
give it like a couple
Yo,
episodes,
Rob,
and then you
Rob,
go.
I got one
like,
more. I got one more line that's not gonna ruin it. Oh my god, a black one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do kind of know where that's coming.
Oh, you seen that clip?
I just don't know all. No, it's not that. I'm pretty confident I saw the second.
It's
or
a
third
black
episode.
peacemaker?
Nah.
No. It's
nah.
it's
You gotta watch
it's
it.
like second or third episode, because I think I'm a little further than I thought I was. One of those episodes though, when he visit his family, I'm kind of getting the vibe.
What vibe?
You ain't gotta talk about it right here.
I'm trying to figure out what vibe he's talking about.
Is it racism?
His daddy vibe. His daddy vibe.
Is it racism?
Yeah, no. Honestly, no. I think I know you trying to lead with it. No. No.
It
Rob
doesn't
knows what I'm
happen
talking
in
about.
that.
And
It
Rob
doesn't
took-
happen in that space, because I'm like, oh, this whole universe.
His dad is the Terminator 2 dude, right? The nigga from Terminator 2?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
Terminator 2.
I don't know.
Terminator 2, the liquid Terminator. T, you know what I'm talking about. Come on.
I know you're talking about the T-1000.
That's Peacemaker dad?
I think so.
It is. Wow.
Okay.
Robert Patrick.
Y'all better tune in to Terminator 2.
My bad. I ain't even peed.
I gotta go back on the Terminator.
No, that shit a
been a
10
while.
out of 10. For real. Y'all, I don't even like movies.
You
Yeah,
got
you
it.
said it's
That
10 out of 10, I'ma go
can't
rewatch
be
that.
pass interference.
No, that's pass interference.
I only
Look
got
back
to
in the
season
moment.
1. I got to season 2.
Yeah,
turned
that's
off.
like stuff like
That's
that. It
literally-
just be like, bruh, this.
Come on, no. You cannot have that.
See, we just know you're a
Hold on,
deviant.
No. For Niall to say that, and yet how far did you get in the boys?
I know. I know. I didn't like that in the
But
boys.
the
That's what I'm
boys
saying.
joint was so teased, and we saw like we all see nudity in TV shows such as like Spartacus. You know, it was always in there, but a
Yeah,
full
and I didn't know
blown.
what was coming.
But the
from
Hero
the
Joint
Gasm
like
episode was
that?
the same
I
as
read the
that. The
comment.
Hero Gasm was the same as that.
Yeah, it was. But I didn't
It
like
was literally
that.
the same. And Hero Gasm was worse than that.
But I mean, T,
Yeah, it
nobody
was.
was
I
like,
didn't like
"Hey,
that.
tune in for Hero Gasm," and this one was like, "Hey,
Oh
James
no,
Gunn said."
no. They were saying tune
They
in
were.
because like.
But I'm
this
saying you
episode-
gotta like T. If we talk about like, yo, tune in and watch Peacemaker. T. Now, what if you turn that on with your kids?
I
If
would
they was
never-
like 10 years old,
But the thing is,
or
I've
somebody was
seen-
like, "I want to watch," or like, let's say somebody's like, they 10-year-old son gets to play Grand Theft Auto. He's like, "Oh, I want to watch Peacemaker," and he's seeing some shit like that. You can be like, "Oh, I gotta explain a lot to this little nigga."
Here's the thing.
That's why I don't like that they
It
put
says
him in the
TV,
game.
but it says TVMA. I am not letting my child watch TVMA.
But to D's point, like when you put in the character in Fortnite that's being played by the kids. If a kid just happened to have, again,
Man,
that's on the parent's
I'm just
responsibility.
gonna
like,
lie.
put
It's
the
John
parental
Cena in a
control
superhero
settings
outfit.
on.
I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's John Cena in a superhero outfit. You wanna watch WWE?
No, but like I don't. Those scenes, it's
no,
so overkill.
but I'm not going. I would never have my child watching Peacemaker. I would never.
That's fair, but it's so overkill in terms of like the graphic. Like it's just not like, what does it add to the story? Like when people start doing stuff like that, where it's just kind of like, all right, this don't really. That's why I ain't even really care that much about Herogasm, because it's like this really not needed.
But
Like,
it's in the
this
comics.
isn't needed.
It's in the comics. They just trying to stay
Right,
accurate.
which is why.
If it wasn't in the comics, if it wasn't in the comics and they added that, then I would say that's not needed. I can add that.
Well, with Peacemaker wasn't needed. Was that in the comic books for Peacemaker?
I don't know. I've never read a Peacemaker comic, but my thing is, I'm pretty sure that was not in it. But with the level of how do I say, immaturity with the jokes in the show, I wouldn't put it past them that this was in this episode. When I seen it, I'm like, okay, because I seen Herogasm.
Right.
That's just how I am with when it comes to stuff like that. I just like, oh, okay.
I get it. It's just, I don't know. Like, that's why it's just, with me, I always just really like the more serious, like, thrill. I like thrillers. I like things like that. Like, if you ask me what type of an action movie do I want to watch, I want to watch an action thriller. Yeah, I'm going to always say an action thriller before I'm going to say an action comedy. 10 out of 10 times.
And it also, like,
you give me 10 examples of action thriller, I'm gonna look at those with interest. And that's not to say the action comedy in some of those instances may not be extremely better.
Oh, I'm dying.
But I just know it is what it is. It's cool. It's cool. Like I said, I know that I should finish it. I've heard nothing but good things. I will finish it.
Since you got past that in that first episode, you're gonna be fine for us. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, nothing else was crazy. Nothing else was crazy that I saw from what I've seen so far. It wasn't. It's just like I said, the humorous characters and like driven narratives and whatnot. I know people like that in real life, and I'll be like, bro.
Oh, that's fine.
Like, I feel you having a good time, but I need them serious characters. It's like, listen, I ain't having a good time. I need something changed around here.
I'm just saying, I like to have a good time.
All right.
Yeah.
Not like that, Dodo.
Nah, I was trying to segue over to Ghost of Yote.
Yeah, how do you
because we already had an hour.
Played it.
T has played it.
I played a little bit. I played maybe like an hour of it. I like the way it starts out. Cinemax is fire. When I started playing, I didn't really have the full experience because I was playing on the Portal. But visually, it's stunning. Galloping through the flowers, like how everything is really detailed with the weather. You can see the wind blowing and the flowers are moving in the right direction. The same direction. And as you're flowing through, it's like you can see the horse. As the horse is going through, like that grass, it's leaving marks. Like they did really good with attention to detail. The story itself, even though I didn't fully unfold it, I pretty much got the gist of where it's going to go. The combat's pretty much the same, but it's more fluent, and they did their thing with it.
Faster one.
Other than that, like, I'm enjoying it. It'll probably take me about a month to get through it, because I already know me. When it comes to choosing to play a single player game or multiplayer, I usually go multiplayer. So I will get this game done like I did Ghost of Tsushima, because I'm looking forward to the multiplayer that they will be adding in 2026 for it. So if it's the same as the one for Ghost of Tsushima, you have the choice of being a samurai, someone that uses a bow. You can use like different weapons for the 4 different classes that you'll be able to use to complete the challenges. It's pretty dope. And the one cool thing is you have the ability to play it in 4 different ways. No subtitles, subtitles. I forgot what the third one was, and then the fourth one is like playing it in black and white with lo-fi music playing in the background. So as you're like galloping on a horse, like the lo-fi hip hop music will play.
Oh, that's cool.
As you're like going through the game.
See,
so
these
like
people don't look any
I
different
like
from the
that.
enemy, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
If you've been tapped into Ghost of Tsushima, I feel like you would thoroughly enjoy it. As of
I'm
right
really
now, I
mad.
feel
T
like this
came
joint
in
is
here,
an
gave me
8.5,
mad
9
work to
out of
edit,
10.
and it bounced.
As of it has
You
me
really
super
like the
immersed.
first one, right?
I like the first one. We have its competitor, Assassin's Creed Shadows, technically dropped earlier this year.
Just a whole
And
bunch
off rip, even though Shadows did captivate me early on, very swiftly, and it was cool. It doesn't compare to Ghost of Yote and how it captivated me.
It doesn't compare to Ghost of Tsushima.
Captured me. I don't know. I might have a disagreement in that sense.
I wouldn't be me if I didn't.
But overall, very happy. We're gonna keep. If you didn't know, I streamed a little bit of it earlier today on the Squad Nero channel, as well as my own Twitch channel. So tune in on the Squad Nero podcast YouTube. Hit that noti bell to make sure that you are up to date with all of these streams. For the Ghost of Yote, we might be even playing some other games as well. Just dropped $70. So if you got the money, go ahead. If you don't, just wait on it a little bit. Some quick news real quick for Microsoft and EA. If you're out of the loop, we now know that Microsoft is increasing its Game Pass to $30, if I'm not mistaken, and that's its premium Game Pass. So getting your games on launch day, such as Call of Duty and everything like that, has to increase to $30. And also, EA is being bought out by a Saudi-backed money group. I can't remember what they're called.
I think it's the same people that bought WWE.
With Jared Kushner as well. If you don't know, that's the son-in-law for the president as of right now. And it was 50 billion or 55 billion or something like that. A lot of people are thinking that this is gonna have to or incentivize EA to do a lot more microtransactions, something that already plagues their games as is. Recent or upcoming releases for games, they have Battlefield that's coming out, I believe, a week or two. So they have all of these things. We're starting to see companies more and more start to dig into their customers' pockets because the consumers didn't make them pay in the financial sense. So now they're just going to keep doubling down, especially with these big Saudi-backed groups or these big financial groups coming in and swooping them, paying for them outright. Not for gamers' pleasure or anything like that, but for their own monetary gains. How y'all feeling about it so far, though? I don't think only T has an Xbox in here.
I don't have an Xbox no more. I have a PC.
Oh, you ain't got an Xbox no more?
No, because all my games I can play on PC. That's through Xbox, through Game Pass and stuff.
Yeah, it's no bueno. No bueno. That's the simple.
To the front. I'm almost done.
The simple terms of it is no bueno for all of these things. If y'all want to tap into that, just look up EA being bought by a Saudi-backed group. I don't believe it's supposed to happen until next year, until it finalizes. Obviously, these deals, with all this money, takes some time for it to actually fully process. Microsoft increasing the Game Pass, I don't know if that's an immediate thing or if they're going to unveil that later on in the year.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check real quick.
As long as Sony stayed solid,
effective immediately in October.
Oh, great.
Yeah. The sad thing is, if Microsoft is doing it, Sony's probably thinking, well, if the people at Microsoft will be willing to pay that money increase, why not we increase ours too? They already technically have the multiple tiered subscriptions for the PlayStation Plus already. So I wouldn't be surprised if they started to increase their prices too. It's the way of the game now, and until consumers come together, such as Players
Oh,
Alliance,
okay.
tap
Here's
in
this
with us.
guy.
Let us know if you want to
This is
tap
who
in
I
with
was
us.
looking for. This little thing.
Such as Players
Yeah.
Alliance and various other collections. It's just gonna keep going. 2K is gonna keep being 2K.
Now, is there
The
another
Apple
one over
of basketball
No.
games. Madden is gonna keep being the
Where's that shot coming
microtransaction
from?
hungry establishment
there
that it
we go.
is, and all of these other various games. Now it's a fear that it's gonna trickle down into all the other games, and that's something that we don't want going forward. Do y'all have any ideas or any things that y'all want to talk about for this?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's something where I could see where there's a lot of corruptness that I could see kind of following through with the gaming world. I just hope that it get monitored, like to some extent. Somebody step in and say, no, we making this for generations to be able to play that start at young ages and go all the way up to old ages. We've been around for a while now. I don't know. And I guess, Sage, you kind of always talk about this is like where we can have a physical impact on different things. If, like, I'm just spitballing here. If Nintendo were to be an example where they kept it where these are, even though I know that they got their own kind of foot in this too, but if they said, we're going to make sure that these games can be in households and can be utilized by families, as it's been a growing industry throughout all of the years.
Dang.
And because of that,
know.
you see an uptick in the sales on
It's a
Nintendo's
giant hole in the
side.
thing,
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Mhm.
I would appreciate that if something like that could happen.
Crazy thing is, everybody's trying to make so much money that if we're gonna see that, we're gonna see that probably from lesser known studios that actually care about the gamers in mind. It seems like all these big corporations, it's a little too late for us to try and put our foot down financially. We still technically could. It's a slim chance, but at this point, niggas is already too addicted to the game.
Okay. So now we in a new
They got
place?
people
This ain't happened
that
before.
studies the psychologies of gamblers at casinos working on 2K to figure out how to find a model that's perfect for them to capitalize on the microtransactions in 2K.
Oh, we
Never
finally
letting
get
you know how
sold.
much money actual VC is, but making you spend
Okay,
money
hold on.
on
They
it.
got a
People
weapon
have
that
spent
I
thousands
like.
of dollars on 2K. Thousands. And it's just a predatory system that's gonna keep going. But luckily, with people there is power, so we just gotta keep that in mind. If y'all interested to fight back as well, again, shout out Players Alliance. Please tap in if y'all want to tap in with the Discord. Even if y'all are kind of on the fence about it, the least you could do is just listen to what they gotta say, and maybe there's something that can fit with you. And you be able to lend your voice to the cause or what have you. All right, so let's get down to the nitty gritty, and I don't want to. We don't have to spend too long on this. It's already an hour and 11. We probably will because it's Marvel. Sadly. If you haven't known, with the news going around, obviously there's been some big hiccups that Disney has been going through as of recently. Jimmy Kimmel, one of their largest, I guess, stars. Night news. I don't know what it's called. Anchors, I guess you say. Jimmy Kimmel, he was suspended for some remarks he made about Charlie Kirk. In the process, it was known that he was kind of like pressured into doing it, only for them to come back and allow Jimmy Kimmel to come back online. There's certain factions, which I believe is Sinclair and something else. I don't know if it's Nexus or not, but Sinclair, who hosts some of these ABC channels, won't play them because they brought back Jimmy Kimmel. But a lot of people are looking at Bob Iger saying, "Hey, this looks like it kind of like a bitch move." I don't want to miss my words. A bitch move. If you were gonna bring him back, you could have just stayed true, especially if the values that you're trying to emulate or show people that you care about is free speech and all of this jazz. But a lot of people, and I can't remember the podcast, but I know New Rock Stars brought it up, Eric Voss. So shout out to New Rock Stars. There was a podcast that they were listening to with a very known source or leaker, I guess, or source in that field. And they talked about how this could potentially impact Disney and the movies that it wants to release going forward. And one of the main movies that has had people up in thoughts about is the X-Men movie. Supposedly there was rumors that came out that Bob Iger wanted more of a blockbuster based film. Team probably fan service, all of that jazz, but Kevin Feige wants a more story grounded film that touches on the complex situations, social dynamics that the X-Men in the comics had to deal with, which tend to lean politically charged more often than not. And a lot of, I guess, they were having fights about that, especially how Disney showed their hand with this Jimmy Kimmel situation. A lot of people are afraid that Bob Iger might get his way and demand that they just make a blockbuster and really teeter the line of an X-Men film. So I want to know, whose side are y'all on, and what side do you think is naturally going to happen in the end? Bob Iger or Kevin Feige?
I'm on the side of a good movie. Like, I just want a good movie at the end of the day. It's nonsense with the whole freedom of speech and everything that's going on with that. But I just want a good movie. I don't want them like bringing us over to be like very political. We just want an X-Men movie. That's all we want. We don't want nothing crazy.
An X-Men movie without the political though. Because the politicalness is.
But the thing is, you can't do an X-Men movie without the political side of things. Because look at X-Men '97. It literally touched on a lot of things like political, especially against minorities and the majority. When like literally the mutants are technically the minority, and they still went after them, even though they had this whole treaty for Genosha and all this other stuff. They still went after them, which is leading to like more and more problems, especially when Magneto's like, nah, we gonna support our minorities, the mutants, because we technically have the power. Like, these humans can't stop us. But then when all the other mutants are like, nah, we're gonna play nice with them, and stuff hit the fan, Magneto was right. Like, like you don't let it. How do I say? Don't let this get too far deep into it where it makes this movie bad. Just stick to the source material. That's what my thing is. You don't need to add anything extra to it. You have the source material, follow it. You don't have to make it more political than it already is based on what is going on in the comics.
So Rob, you said Bob Iger didn't want the politics in the X-Men movies?
He wanted, basically just how he was with Jimmy Kimmel. He didn't like the political nature of all of that jazz. He wanted to play a close vest type of thing. And people are thinking that those decisions are also going to trickle down to like X-Men movies who are based on characters who are politically charged in essence.
Oh, so this isn't like confirmed. They think that'll be the same.
Rumors, and then his actions don't necessarily absolve him of these rumors possibly being true.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can't do, like you said, you can't do X-Men without politics, because a lot of their villains are what? Scientists, politicians.
Yep.
Boulevard Trash, the President of the United States. Like, a lot of the mutant things happen on U.S. soil, so it's going to have to be something that we see. You know, I don't know if it's going to Capitol Hill or what's going on, but once people are mutants, you have to have something where in the movie mutants have to register, so we know, because this is like, it's going to be like a COVID type of thing. That's how they have to play it. Like, a mutant gene is something that we have to know that you carry or that you have. So, excuse me. Politicians, all of this is going to have to be in an X-Men movie for it to further any type of discussion during the film. I mean, unless you're doing like X-Men battling other mutants and you try to avoid that, and you might be able to deal with that in the second movie, the ramifications of that. But No, every single X-Men movie has dealt with politics. Every single one.
That's the thing, though. You can naturally, like, the X-Men in and of itself kind of give voice to just politics naturally.
He still got
And
more
it
power?
talks and touches on a bunch of different social commentary aspects. I don't think you need to add anything to it. I think
Where'd he go?
I'm going to be a little optimistic here. I'm going to say that Bob Iger's like viewpoint in regards to that, and he is the head. I do know he's trying to exit again because he exited already once from Disney.
It might have been like
so he I know that he's supposed to be a temporary fix because the last guy wasn't working.
Also, supposedly, Bob Iger hates. He has very thin skin, supposedly. So all of this shit could also be a factor into why he wants to leave again so abruptly.
Possibly. But I think him knowing the success and the turnarounds that have happened with Kevin Feige,
I wish the crates automatically.
and if the things that we're about to have come out, if those are all things under Kevin Feige's charge, and they all do well,
cool.
if we get $2 billion Avengers movies and $1 billion Spider-Man movie, that's all under Kevin's belt. I don't think that he would want to tell him like specifically, no, you can't have anything politically charged, because again, that would just completely take away the X-Men. I think they have to look at like the overall success of Marvel and how they can continue to keep it successful, and introducing the X-Men and telling stories with the X-Men will absolutely do that, and also has a lot. Also kind of want to go back over to a point that T brought up. We still did get a lot of those things in X-Men 97. And we did not get as much critique as we normally have with things that have featured certain aspects to things that could have a more social context to it. We didn't get that with 97. 97 was one of those things where I feel like anybody who is, if you say you're a fan of X-Men, then you know that they have a political charge behind them. You can't say you like the X-Men and not like the narrative or the storytelling around that political charge. It's like part and parcel to the very characters themselves. So I feel like X-Men, if we're talking specifically in regards to X-Men, I don't think that anybody will want to change the X-Men story. Again, they naturally, and I don't think that you have to, because they naturally point to social commentary. It's just who they are. You don't have to have it explicitly telling you with the X-Men. You don't have to have it enhanced any further with with the X-Men. The X-Men is telling you the story of what somebody who possibly has family at this point has gone through in Germany during the 1940s. There's people who can tell you, who in the X-Men can point you towards some of the feelings and sentiments that were felt in America during the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Like, they naturally do it, even if it's not telling the Black American story or the German Jewish story.
There we go.
Even if it's not explicitly telling you these things, calling out these things, even though they do in certain aspects. You don't have, like, it. Their struggle is one that's connected to all of us, but is their own struggle. And you can simply highlight that struggle.
All right, I'm gonna stay
That's the beauty of the X-Men. It's a story that tells everyone's struggles. It connects everyone, but it tells its own struggle in its own universe. And you could just work with that. So I don't see why there should have to be any changes with the X-Men.
Right.
If it has something political, if it has something that creates political commentary, and it's a story that we've heard over and over and over again from the X-Men, then we need to start kind of looking at where are we in terms of entertainment and
Oh, we
media
don't need
as
that.
I honestly, like, I know that might seem like I'm reaching, but no, like there needs to be a larger discussion,
Alright,
because
I gotta
that's
wait a minute.
wild to say, oh, we have to change the X-Men because the X-Men references certain things and other things. No, that's crazy.
Oh,
That
he's
shouldn't be
right
necessary.
here.
You know, some of these CEOs
Oh,
be
he's on.
scared now.
Nah, but like, where are we at then?
Okay,
Nah, I hear you, and that's like, bro, if we at the point where
Yeah,
we
like, I
gotta
don't
change the
wanna be out
narrative of
here.
X-Men,
Mm-hmm.
So fucking.
what
Nah, I
is going
understand.
on?
I
You know what I'm
completely-
saying?
with you.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I'm with you.
Nope.
It's just
Alright,
sad
I'll be back.
how things have.
Yeah, I
You're
cannot
right.
stay in that open
In the
area.
world we live in now, you're absolutely right.
I wasn't
We could be
trying
having
to, but that
a
open area,
follow-up
it's
conversation of this, and
it's a
I'm
shindig
saying
over there.
I'm dumbfounded, because there is a part of me that
Alright,
could
let's
see
get back in
where
there.
something like
Yeah,
the
it's
X-Men
like,
story
okay.
could be escalated
Oh, I
to a
can't go out
point
from
of
where?
contention
Oh, can I
that
not go out here?
is absurd, but
No.
is the reality of
Where? I'm stuck?
like the repercussions of the world that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
That's just nuts to me.
I'm
Like, that's
stuck,
crazy.
though.
It's like, bro, come
I
on.
hear you, but
You got
like,
the
they got me in
X-Men.
a corner somewhere.
You've
Can I
known
go up
about this
here?
story for 60 years.
What in the world?
You knew all of the
I'm in a
parts to this
corner.
story.
Trap.
What is there to keep? What are we doing?
This ain't.
Because then it begs the question: why would you even
boy.
buy the rights back to all these X-Men characters if you'd be like, nah,
I'm
Not- yeah.
stuck. It like,
Let's
you
not
go
even-
sugarcoat their stories.
yeah, let's sugarcoat the Magneto, Genosha, and all of this
Get
stuff
me outta
through
here.
politics. Let's sugarcoat that and bring all these mutants in.
You
It's
got
like, bro,
Lupita
you gonna
here.
have writers
Can I shoot my
like-
way out of here?
sick in a hospital bed trying to come up with stories.
Okay, I
Not
got
including
out.
politics.
Sorry. I was
Yeah.
stuck.
Literally, it
I
wouldn't
was
be
in
the
some
X-Men.
corner
It'd be
and they
the
was not letting me out
Y
for a
Men.
minute.
That's a
All
whole
right, I'm
new.
coming.
It'd
coming.
be a whole new group of
Is
people.
this the right way?
Sorry,
This
they
should
just
be the
happen
right
to
way.
have
Turn
that.
this
It's one of the
corner
better
here.
stories in comics
Yep.
because it does
then
have that. That's the thing
step
about it
into
that's
that
so
area.
important, is that it's not just
All
it's
right.
not just the struggles
One.
and stories of a specific
jump.
culture or group in our
Two
real
jumps.
world. It's the idea of
Glide.
taking all of those struggles and creating a family around it, like
I'm
an
back over here.
institute in the regards to the school, but really ultimately a family. And hey, we all come together in these things that we
Right.
face and struggle that and have had
No,
struggles
I was about to
between.
say, ain't no way.
That's what it like that. If Stan Lee, when they were making the X-Men, that was one of the things that he was trying to touch on, is we don't have to be separated by the things that we face. We can be brought together by them, and the X-Men is
that
an
actually
example
did hit.
of that, of
Yeah.
of a showing of what that kind of looks like,
No, I
even
got
if
this one.
it is in a
All
fantastic.
right, I'm gonna go up here.
So that's crazy. Like, I just forgot his name that quickly, and I just said it.
Oh, I hate that
Kevin
thing. It
Feige,
came
Bob
off
Iger?
the ship.
No.
and I had a physics.
Stan Lee. I don't know how I forgot Stan Lee. But Stan Lee about to be doing
Okay,
quadruple
help you out.
1080
Help you out
flips
a
in
little.
his grave if you
Should
mess
make
with
your bullets
the
if they
X-Men story.
toxic.
Bro,
Strong.
facts.
That's such an injustice to Stan Lee. Like take everything else away. That's so. It's like changing Spider-Man, bro. Like, you can't touch that. You're not supposed to mess too much around with the Spider-Man story. Like, even when you look at people like Miles Morales and stuff like that, there are a lot of the same commonalities between Peter Parker and Miles Morales' Spider-Man that's grounded in what Stan Lee wanted the character of Spider-Man to be. You don't just change. It's certain things you just don't change. That's like in that territory. Spider-Man is supposed to be a reflection of the difficulties and on a basic level, the difficulties of maturity that a young man
mean,
can
it'd be nice
face
if I
as he
could use
transitions from
I
his
need more
teenage
health.
years
Like, I
into
need my
his
health bar thing to be
adult
higher.
phase in life.
Oh,
So
how'd you
things
get
like
over there? Did you
responsibility and the
R3?
different things that you have to
Oh,
kind
you
of
just flew.
start to learn during those ages. Not just a boy,
Oh.
but a
Can I
teenage
fly over
kid,
there?
period. That's built into
Oh, yeah.
the
It always
structure
seemed
of
like it's a
Spider-Man.
longer distance.
Imagine if I said that's too political.
It's not.
So now it has to be, you have to, if you're going to talk about responsibility, you have to make sure you do it with an adult man. And Spider-Man is no longer a teenage boy who's learning responsibility. It's an adult man giving giving the hard iron shake of responsibility as a CEO. You would be like, this ain't Spider-Man no more.
Muted.
This is not like traditional Spider-Man. I don't know. I hope that nothing crazy like that happens, because if Sage, we got a really big problem. We probably already do, but
Bessie came through with the raid. Appreciate you, bro. Yes, Marvel is the topic of tonight. We were talking about X-Men. If we were going to go with the Feige route or the Bob Iger route. Once again, Bessie, thank you again for the raid. Really do appreciate it, my guy. Really do appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Just to give y'all the background as well, the Bob Iger route, he's trying to shoot for like the fan servicey, big blockbuster film, super corporate basically. And then you got Kevin Feige, who actually wants to stick to the roots of X-Men. Supposedly, it's a rumor that they've been having a quarrel about it. Bob Iger afraid to get a little too political in the environment right now. I know T, you said you just want a good movie, but which side do you think is the best capable of making that good movie?
Sticking to the source material. Don't add nothing else on top of it. I expressed that earlier. I want a good movie. Just follow the storyline. You don't need to add anything else political to that. X-Men's already political as it is. Just keep it in the comic book realm of the source material that you are given. But we might get stuck with the nonsense of Disney, Marvel not letting these directors and writers read the source material. And they have said this before, that they will not let them read the source material. No. Follow us on Daggone Paper that Stan Lee created with all these characters.
I don't know if that's actually true.
You don't know if that's actually true.
It's limitation.
You got Daniel Destin Creighton right now, literally using Spider-Man comic covers to base his stuff off of. You got Robert Downey Jr. reading the source material to get more familiar with Doctor Doom as a character and everything like that.
I think kind of.
Oh, go ahead.
Just sorry to interrupt you, but I think like what T is kind of getting at is
there is
a limit. Like there is a cutoff.
Here's the thing. For Secret Invasion, director Ali Salim revealed he was specifically told by Marvel not to read the Secret Invasion comic series.
You picked the
Hold on. Shang-Chi. Director Daniel Creighton told actor Simu Liu to avoid the comics while preparing for his role in Shang-Chi.
That's the actor, though.
Fantastic Four. An interview with the cast and director of the upcoming Fantastic Four indicated that the cast was advised not to read the comics because the movie would be doing its own thing. This suggests Marvel was looking for a completely fresh take on the characters.
That's the actors, though.
But it's actors, directors. My thing is, let them read the source material. It has been shown, if you provide us you let them read the source material, you're gonna get some good comics, good comic book movies, i.e. Deadpool.
But you say that at the same time, before the MCU, Iron Man was ass. Nobody cared about an Iron Man comic book. After you have their own unique take, now Iron Man is a beloved character in the MCU and Marvel comics now. Oddly enough, so you can't necessarily tell them,
but
it's time. Yeah, like if I'm cool if one faction of either the directors or the actors that are familiar with the source material, especially the directors. If the directors know the source material, then I'm pretty sure that they're going to advise everybody in the general direction of what the character is, but also give the actors enough freedom to be able to interpret it how they like, giving their own twist, making it unique, a fresh set of IP for the same IPs that niggas have been accustomed to for years now. You feel me? It's kind of like you don't want them to get too railroaded on a specific way on how to act this character, because then you diminish what your acting prowess could bring to that character if you don't necessarily know the one-to-one
Spectre has a duplicate
of how this character acts and all of that
I just
jazz.
don't
If you get the
want to
general,
see it in like a. I get what you're saying, but I guess where I kind of understand where T is coming from is like when you add something new, like what you just added in regards to the X-Men, and you know that like okay, they have had a history given whether it's with actors, whether it's with writers, whether it's with directors, having moments where they remove themselves from the source material. Again, maybe it can be justified. There are times where it works. For instance, just like what you just said, that's a great justification for it. That like, we want to do a fresh take on this, and we don't want you to get too locked in on the specific viewer role of this character. I get that, but if it becomes an excuse when you can add something else in, like political commentary, for you to be able to then take that same premise that you were using, let's say for Shang-Chi, they were using it for Shang-Chi because they wanted a fresh take on the character, on the different characters in the movie. If you could then take the same excuse that you use for that and put that here for X-Men, and it's I don't go by any of the source material because we want to give this story a fresh take, but that's not really the truth. The truth is your boss told you this can't have something that was a vital element of the comic book. So now I'm here to tell you don't look at it because we want to give it a fresh take or a fresh view. Yeah, then that's when it become problematic to me. If it were to be something like that, yeah, that would be super problematic. Then you just scapegoat. You scapegoating the use of unique storytelling and like, yeah, no.
It just hit me.
It depends how it's used.
I understand. So lean more Kevin Feige.
All right, I think I'm
guessing.
Yeah, for sure.
End it
If the
at
argument, if Bob
until-
Iger's argument is, I don't want the X-Men to be an original story, then yeah, I'm 100% leaving.
That man walking
the
on
Kevin Feige
eggshells.
side.
At some point in time, if you're the
He
CEO,
about
you
to be
gotta
out.
let that pause if needed. You gotta let your shit swing at some point in time. You can't be getting dictated by other niggas. You gonna block
Well,
your
it's
blessings.
weird because Disney been on this run
Yeah,
of, you know what I'm saying? So it's really
Yeah.
weird that that's the stance
I'm
now.
doing that.
When you just look at the content that's been coming out from Disney over the last like decade. It's literally been like that long. Like if you go to 2015 and look from anything that's come out from 2015 to today,
It's crazy, man.
kind of look like, you know,
I'm down.
Hopefully they go the Kevin Feige
here
route.
he
Hopefully
is,
they
this one.
understand. Hopefully these next Avengers films kind of
He did that to his own people.
put them in that
That's evil.
stratosphere of beginning to trust Kevin Feige more.
Is this
Because I feel like
Bang?
all of the problems that Marvel is dealing with, most of the time it's Disney and how they want to approach things, how they want to push out stuff so they can get the most amount of return on investment, all of that jazz. Think at the end of the day that's what it is. But we should be
one
on the
last
lookout for
thing
that.
to that
Oh, go
too,
ahead.
if you don't mind.
Yeah.
You making me look at who is Bob Iger's replacement a lot differently now, knowing that. Like I want to know who that person is going to be because that really the questions that we have that really may be.
Do we
the
gotta
answer.
throw those little things?
And that would be for all of Disney, though, right?
Yeah. Has to be somebody because you still have to be tuned in with the money. You still have to know the capitalistic endeavors, all of that side. But you also need to push for the comic creators, kind of like a James Gunn aspect. James is not afraid of using the comic material. He's not afraid of staying true to the characters, but also giving them twists when needed and everything like that. We need to have a CEO that's a lot more comfortable with that and just letting Kevin Feige, for the most part, have the reins and not be such a vulture on how they should dictate.
Okay, here we go.
And you just don't know. You don't.
Yeah.
That's the thing
Did I
too.
miss
You just
him?
really don't know with his replacement.
Bruh.
His replacement can come.
Does it go through him?
Because see, this is where it makes things
He's
difficult.
really big. It
What if
shouldn't
his
be
replacement
hard to,
is good with the shareholders, but in order for him to be that way, he's the type of person who would shut a lot of things down that are like X-Men or X-Men in content. Then
Alright,
what?
hold on.
Because
Oh.
that guy might end up being the guy to get hired just off the simple fact that, well, you're good at pleasing the shareholder.
Okay.
Then you got a problem on your hands.
Supposedly Dana Walden. It was some more in this podcast. I can't remember the name of it, but Dana Walden is one of the names. She is currently the Disney Entertainment co-chair, and Josh Diamaro, who currently holds the title of chairman of Disney Experiences. Both of those two names are in talks for taking over the CEO role of the. Hopefully, they get their head out of their ass.
In-house.
How do you get more help?
Yeah,
it's in-house. That's a good sign.
Hopefully, they get their head out of their ass and actually do what they need to do, because they got a whole lot of properties that a lot of people are not happy with them about. Star Wars being one of the main ones.
Yeah.
So they need to interception. Oh Lord! All right, before we blow a gasket on here, y'all, we appreciate y'all. Bessie, appreciate you again for raiding on this thing. Who's that? Gary Dragon too.
Yep.
Gary Dragon VT, appreciate you for stopping on by as well. Hey, if you're tuning in to us, make sure you tune in on that YouTube side as well. Make sure you had a noti bell on the Twitch side and the YouTube side, Squad Nero Podcast. We shall be doing more gameplay playthroughs of Ghost of Yote for the foreseeable future until either me or T finishes the story. We might even have some streams for Borderlands as well. Tap in. We also tune in every week for another podcast to talk about recent anime, animation, and or comic book events that's going on. JJK Medulo came out with a new chapter, I believe, today. Not too far off from the Boruto chapter from being released. Kagurabachi, a lot of other things in the mix. Gachi Akuda, all of that jazz. So tune in for us. Hit that noti bell. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on all of our content, just to let us know that you are here with us. Y'all have a good rest of y'all week, and see y'all next weekend. Peace.
Yep. I know I hate that Dragon Ball Z Kamehameha plastic guy. Alright, here we go.
I want all the smoke. Yeah, running trash bags of that green. Whipping fast, the whip color of cocaine. I'm independent, they in this business to stop these dreams. On the road to riches, focus on the ticket back to my means. It's like, nah, I'm just trying to float. There's a couple holes up in this boat. Dose my mind just so I can quote. They focus on the dollar, feel like I'm a migrant, just touch a new island. Every time I smoke, regardless, ain't no way I'ma miss my target when I got it locked up in my scope. Watch out for the snakes in the grass. Watch out for the snakes in the grass. Watch out for the snakes in the grass.
There is no safe.
Over there, to the right,
Oh,
to the left,
bruh.
to the left,
Bruh.
to the left.
Bruh. It's super. Yeah. Bruh.
Stop moving, goddammit.
You might have to watch out. Yeah.
No.
Alright, as long as somebody stay alive, right? Alright, I'm coming back. Come back. As long as somebody stay alive. Where's the door? There it is.
God damn.
Oh!
Jesus Christ. Wait a minute.
Hold on, I'm trying to heal you.
Run!
Okay.
I'm about to die. Never mind. Oh.
Oh.
Get it. Yes, T Smooth. Yes. Ah, he's
Yeah, there we go.
fucking me.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Ah. Ah.
Immune again?
Again that fast.
Wait.
Where's the rods? Oh. Where is it? Oh, he's not immune. Oh. Oh. Oh, he's throwing spikes.
Die.
He's Goku blasting. Oh, where do I need to go?
Lord have mercy.
He immune. Wow, right when I get perfect shot. And he's immune again. Where? Come on, we need the... We need it.
Run!
Where's the safe zone? I don't know where it's safe. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, right here. Somebody grabbed it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, bye.
Absolutely not.
What is this?
I'm getting all the monies.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Alright, hold on. Let me drop. Let's change this up. Okay, well, taking both of them. Actually, hold on. Let's drop this. That way we could pick this. Alright. Alright. Where's the save point? Return to... Yeah, right? We should be able to.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they don't let us go out this base. Where are we at right now? We could just go to the top of the... Right? Wait, you... Hold on, where do we... You used it? What is... Okay, so we gotta go back to the beginning, right?
He was about, I think he was about to use.
I'm so confused. Oh, here it is.
Kairos?
Yeah, alright. Did it take you? It took me to the front. So it'll say fast travel. Then now where do I go? Alright, I'm at the front. Did it let you go back to the front of the ship? Yeah. Right? Now we got to go out from here. We got to lead his base. Right? Ain't going to give me nothing right here. No. Where in the world do we go? Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, there you go. To the launch pad.
You found it. There it is. There it is. Mm-mm-mm. I have. All right. Now we got a lot of wolves. Go up here. They celebrated.
Oh there.
All right. Done. So do we go to a new area now?
Yeah. I think 2 new areas.
Wow. We finished. I think.
Woohoo.
All right. All right. Thank you guys for joining Croco's Corner and Squad Nero, T Smooth, Legend of Sage, and myself, Croco. Woo. All right. We are all done. We're going to
Appreciate
take a
y'all
break from
stopping
here.
by Squad Narrow yet again up in. We shall be back tomorrow for the podcast. We got some good things to talk about too.
You're welcome for carrying you on my back.
AKA Marvel's Wolverine trailer. So
Yeah, that's
look for that
huge.
tomorrow. Stay tuned, and Squad Narrow will be back. And T Smooth ain't carry nobody. Adios.
My
y'all.
back hurts from carrying y'all.
The stream is done already.
Oh.
My back still hurts. My back is broken spinal.